Hi everybody, 23rd of September, another day in my daily diaries of have a look after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. I just got out of the shower, I'm about 9 o'clock. Just got out of the shower and just made a brew. Angie's fast asleep in bed, where she's been most of the day. Well, I know she's in bed, but I mean she's been asleep most of the day. Got up this morning before the carers were here, and they came, but she was fast asleep, so I said leave her. Just checked her, emptied her catheter thing and checked her, just turned her slightly to one side and then got off. And they came back at lunchtime. She got a complete bed change and a wash and some clean bedding on. So that then tired her out again. It's sort of that nice clean bedding feeling. Marilyn came in the afternoon and she woke up for an hour or so and then fell asleep, and that's it. She's been asleep since. All she's had today is I'm saying all. She had a yogurt this morning. You know, I'm getting mixed up, was it? And she had a load of mash and carrots. How was that yesterday? You know, I can't remember now. I can't remember. But I know at dinner time she didn't have much. I think it was this morning, yeah, about 11 o'clock-ish, half 11. And then I tried to give her something later on and nothing. And a couple of spoonfuls of something for her tea. She won't even have her ice cream. I managed to get 2 teaspoonfuls in after about 7 o'clock. She was just tired, her eyes were shut. So you can't push food in her mouth while she's tired, but her mouth hardly open. It's like, and I've got to do that, and open her mouth to get the spoon in. So he's out to her. He's out to her when we was giving her a wash today and turning her over and checking and that. She's just a bag of bones. Just a bag of bones now, that's all she is. He had an issue with a Parkinson's patch and all this morning. Last night, I put the one on last night at 10 o'clock and it was the last one in the box. So I went for the other box, and what I thought was the box of patches wasn't. It was a box of some fluid things, like a just in case medicines, morphine or something. So I had a panic on last night. So I sent Lucy an email actually, about 10:30 last night. And I didn't expect a reply, but when I got on computer this morning, she had replied about 12:15 in the morning. How good's that woman? What she said was, ring the doctors, try and get hold of Jackie, the Parkinson's nurse, and Lucy herself will get hold of Jackie and let her know. So we got up this morning, 8 o'clock, I rung the doctors, but of course the prescription side doesn't start till 9:30. So I rang the Parkinson's department, left a message for Jackie, explaining it. Anyway, within about half an hour, the other Parkinson's nurse, Amanda, she rang me back. I said, I've got your message, but Jackie's busy all morning, but I'll flirt her an email over so that at least she'll be aware. But in the meantime, phone your doctors. So I got in the queue at 9:30 and got through to somebody, explained what it was, and she brought it. She said, oh yeah, it's the patch, right, okay, I'll get someone ordered. So I said, yeah, but she hasn't got any for tonight. Oh right, okay, I'll see if I can get the doctor. Well, no, don't see if you can get the doctor to sign it off early. I said, get the doctor to sign it, don't just see. I said, this is urgent. She hasn't got one for tonight. She said, said, all right, I see what you mean. So it's a good job I said it like that, because she wasn't quite aware. And she was nice enough, you know, she wasn't stropping nothing, and she just sort of misunderstanding what it was. So she said, right, okay. So while I was finishing the conversation, you know, with the pharmacist at the doctor's, my phone's ringing, so I cut that short, and it's Jackie, the Parkinson's nurse. Like, I got your message, Amanda's let me know. I've also had an email off Lucy. I'm busy though till da-da-da-da. Have you spoke to the doctor? I said, I've spoke to the doctor, to the pharmacist at the doctor's. Told her I didn't know what was going on. She said, right, okay. I'll get on to them now and make sure it gets authorised, and I'll get them to send it straight over to the chemist at Morrison's. But what I'm worried about, you know, if Morrison's chemists don't have it in, which I never thought of. I thought, bloody hell. She said, so I'll phone Morrison's and I'll get them to leave it on computer, and I'll go and get it somewhere else. So everybody rallies round you, you know, when's needed. So she just said, right, leave it with me, I'll come back to you later. Anyway, she rung me and said, yeah, Morrison's had it in, and I've had a good conversation with somebody called, I forgot what she said now, and she's put it on a priority thing, so I'll go and pick it up later, but I've got to go here, there, and do this and do that. And as luck happened, Marilyn, Angie's sister, just turned up. So I asked Marilyn, I said, am I all right? She said, yeah, of course. So I said to Jackie, I said, it's right, well, it's okay, I can go and pick it up myself if it's at Morrison's. So that's what I did. I shot off to Morrison's. I've got a couple of other bits while I was there as well. It felt strange because it's the first time I've been out of the house since last Wednesday when we brought Angie home. I've not left the house since. I've only been in the garden to set the bin out, and that's it. It just felt, whoa, I need to get out a bit more. And I do. But anyway, so I picked them up, and I've got the patch ready now to go on at 10 o'clock. But I don't know, she's just not, I don't know, I'm not looking forward to it. I've been sat with her most of the day, just sat at the side of the bed, on the chair, lifted the bed to a height where, you know, shoulder to shoulder, and just sat, you know, propped her up slightly, put the TV on, put it on low while she was asleep, and just a bit of a background noise. And then she was awake watching Tipping Point. She loved that Tipping Point. She loved it. Just been sat sort of holding around all day, chatting away and just, you know, rubbishing, chatting sort of nonsense, and just trying to get her to eat stuff, but there's no communication, anything. She can't even squeeze my hand, anything now. She can't even move her head. I have to physically move her head like that. If she's put her on, I've got to, you know, so it's just sad to see. It's so bloody sad to see. The bastard disease. Horrible. Hey, I don't know. It just deflates you again. You know, you're sort of feeling sort of calm and okay, and, you know, and then you just, I don't know, it's like someone just punching in the ribs, you know, and it just knocks the wind out of you when you're sort of looking at it and seeing it, and it's just, I know. I'll see what tonight brings, you know, so let's see. I'm just having my coffee now, and I'll probably go in and just sit in with her for a bit, and as long as she's fast asleep, I'll just come and have a chat with our Jack for a bit, and then get in bed early. You know, I'm doing pretty good these early nights. I was up at 20 to 7 this morning, which is like my normal, back to my normal sort of self, getting up self anyway, sat between, you know, 2:15 and 7:15 is my normal get up time, so I was up and showered before the carers arrived this morning. Right, so yeah, I can't think of any fun fact to give you today. I'll think of something for tomorrow. Some other, because I've not thought of anything today. Something I've been laughing at to myself. I will for tomorrow. I'll think of something and let you know. All right. So again, please, thanks for following me. Thanks for sending your comments. Forward these videos on for me, and I'll do another one tomorrow. So as per usual, now you take care now. Bye.